Hey everyone, it's Destiny. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry if my voice still sounds weird, but I am still recovering from my cold, but I shall be better soon. But today I wanted to talk about, everything that's been going on with the male rappers, especially J. Cole. It's not my primary wheelhouse, but because I'm so in tune with hip hop nowadays, we can't all help but to pay attention to what's going on. And so it's crazy how these days, I'll be watching history happen with my own two eyes in real time and be like, wow, like this is really history. So, for example, this past Sunday night, J. Cole's festival, Dreamville, I was watching live, right? Because I was watching Nicki's performance live and he went on right after Nicki, the headliner to his own festival, and watched him give this 3-minute speech about his position on this beef with Kendrick. And at first, I thought that he was just at this point, I had not listened to the song 7-Minute Drill, and I thought that he was talking about what he specifically said, his attack on Kendrick's catalog. Now, of course, that didn't make sense, right? Kendrick is definitely a top 3 great catalog in hip hop, not of all time. I'm just saying, like, we all get it, right? Like, we all get it. And so for J. Cole to come at that angle, that was not smart, especially when he also has allegations of like people feeling like his music is boring, although a lot of people can agree that J. Cole has been better in like the last 3 to 5 years. But I thought that that's what he was doing. And so at first I wasn't really understanding like the backlash that he was getting. And I feel like I see both sides of the situation. But I definitely feel like when it comes to rap beef, and that's the thing, y'all, it's been a lot. Let's take a second. It has been a lot going on in 2024 when it comes to rap and hip hop, and specifically even rap beef. It is the year that the rappers have been most active. The rappers at the top are the most active, and it is trickling down to the rappers at the bottom. As we just saw at this point yesterday, a couple days ago, the girls are getting into it. Glorilla, City Girls, Akbar, and I feel like why I put Nicki on this thumbnail was because the queen was the one who made it okay for everybody to feel okay to pick their battles and go at each other. Let's not forget that all of this popped off with Nicki Minaj. And of course that these are all different battles, but once again, there's something about Nicki Minaj that is very fearless. And now when you get to see her live and you get to see her crowd live, Nicki Minaj brings a form of fearlessness. And I'm not talking about it as a fan, right? But Nicki Minaj herself makes people feel fearless to attack whatever it is that they want to attack, do whatever they want to do, be great as you want to be. She instills that in everybody in this earth. And that's what we have to be grateful for. And so that's why she's here today, because we have to, as I said in my last video, we separating the real rappers from the not so real ones. But I believe that you have to be like a certain type of person to be committed to the sport of rap and to be committed to being the best. Because even though J. Cole has backed himself out of the beef, people are not saying that J. Cole does not deserve to be named as one of the greats. And of course, I mean, I'm gonna take that, right? Because I don't know Cole's catalog like that. I don't listen to him like that. But of course, I'm not going to deny his greatness, right? So he's definitely still there. But can you be considered one of the greats if you cannot go back and forth? People have been concerned about Drake and why Drake is not responding, to the point where people are clowning Drake and calling him weak and calling him scared of Kendrick. And I don't think that that's the case at all. As I said in my previous videos, all 3 of these men are totally capable and talented of doing whatever they want to do and coming out successful. And I think that's why this beef is so interesting, because they all have their own angles and they're all successful and they're all talented in their own right. And so I appreciate Cole for backing down and for saying that this is out of his character and admitting that attacking Kendrick's catalog was not the right decision. However, once again, I feel like the most important, and let me know if my expectations are too high for these people, but my most important thing when it comes to rap beef these days is, number 1, it's going to be the bars. It's going to be, shock value. What are you telling us that we didn't already know? And number 3, it is strategy and tact and how you move, how you roll out the song. And J. Cole told us that he messed up on his strategy when he even decided to make the song, because that's not where his heart was. That's not what he wanted to do. Now, he did catch some strays on Kendrick's verse for like that, but this is, I think everyone can agree that this is really between Drake and Kendrick, and J. Cole could have did what he did, especially if he wanted to stand on it, especially if he found another angle to come at Kendrick outside of the catalog and he wanted to stand on it. J. Cole could have had a valid point, especially as y'all say, J. Cole been screaming and itching for an opponent for all these years. And now that you finally got the opportunity, J. Cole was the one who messed up when he chose to come for his catalog. You could come for anything with Kendrick. And I'm just saying anything that y'all can find, because child, I don't know what y'all got on him. But what I'm saying is that you could have came for Kendrick and stood on it and had a valid point if you did not come for his catalog. That's where J. Cole really, really, really messed up. And so you should have recognized that before you put the song out for real. Because once again, I understand him being a man and apologizing, and I really do appreciate it, that like the personal side of me appreciates that, but the rap fan side of me, because see, the thing is that if this was Nicki Minaj, and I hate to like turn the conversation there, Nicki constantly gets dragged. She constantly gets dragged. But you know why I'm including her in this conversation? Because she constantly gets dragged for any decision that she makes. Yet, once again, as I started off the video saying, she was the one who made these men feel okay to come at each other this year. She is the one who sets the trend, who starts all of this, right? But y'all want to come at her, but she's stronger and she has more balls than you guys could ever hold in the little palm of your hand. And that's really my message today, because it's just like, how can you want to be one of the best, but you call for a battle and you can't stand up to that battle? You should have been equipped for the amount of time that you have been calling for Kendrick. You should have been equipped with something to say, something substantial to say. Now, people have their eyes turned at Drake. Once again, why y'all so worried about Drake? Y'all make me seem like I'm a Drake fan and I don't even care for any of these men. I don't listen to any of their music. But it's just like, why y'all so worried about Drake? Drake has never shied down from a battle, has always stood the test of time, has always came out on top. He's still on top. He may have not won every battle, but he's definitely won the war against his opponents. And I'm not worried about Drake in the slightest. If he comes up and if he delivers and then he F's up, then we're gonna talk about it. Then it's okay. But for right now, y'all was so busy looking at Drake when you should have been worrying about what J. Cole was gonna do and his mental health. That's what y'all should have been worried about. So leave Drake alone, honestly. Make sure that Kendrick is ready to go when Drake come back. Cole mentioned doing the verse or the song because of pressure, and I feel like he definitely faced pressure from fans, from hip-hop, from the people around him, your team and stuff. People's gassing you, yeah, like, you know, number one, you this, you that, you know. So it's like, I totally get it, but at the same time, like, I just feel like as grown men, like, you should be able to know, like, what you want to put on your plate and what you don't, regardless of who want what and who's pressuring you to do what, because at the end of the day, everybody want to be entertained, you know. And so I'm just looking at a couple tweets right now, because I found a tweet that has said, academics sent Drake the video of J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick and said, please don't do some S like this. Drake responded with, I can't believe you would even ask me that. The sixth god is coming. They're saying that Drake is coming and Drake is looking down upon what J. Cole did. And honestly, like, I understand where Drake is coming from. I think that Drake and Nicki are built totally different, and probably Kendrick as well. They will battle you out. It doesn't matter how they come out looking, because it just takes a certain type of person to be a rapper and wanting to be the best. And that's why people cannot stand up with Drake and Nicki and Kendrick. So the big three gotta be Drake, Nicki, and Kendrick at this point. Let's not leave Nicki out of the conversation, because she set the trend, not just for the women, okay? Nicki Minaj sets the trend for hip-hop, period, these days. There's no way, someone said, there's no way J. Cole thinks diss songs are lame. I think he felt pressured and ended up making a song where he said things he didn't believe about someone he respects. 7 Minute Joe probably feels out of character for him. That's the only way I can rationalize this. I think everybody can agree with that, but he should have knew that before he went in the booth and press record and put that out. So do y'all think he's gonna really take it down? And what do y'all think this really means for J. Cole and Drake's relationship? J. Cole is at the mercy of now Drake and Kendrick. They could leave him alone like the weak link that he is, or they could come out and poke at him and kick him while he's down. Which one do you think is going to happen? I can see both happening. And I'm just, it sucks because you're a man in hip hop, and now like people are going to emasculate you for this, when I feel like J. Cole is a positive influence for non-toxic masculinity in hip hop. But yeah, I think that's the end of what I want to say. But please put some respect on Nicki Minaj. Put some respect on anybody who puts their pen out there, who puts their pen to be tested. Respect to J. Cole. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about this situation, everything that's going on with these guys. And I will see you in the next video.